mind bia beko IMF na basically say economic crisis, and that's the reason why we have to fall on IMF for a bailout. Mostly, IMF bailout is the last of the options. As I said, I try some basic economic reforms on their own and because on my I'm IMF as in Ghana and I try say they introduce taxes to beef up our revenues generate money, but and also characterized with high level of debt, public debt money. Now, when IMF comes in, they are only going to give us a breathing space for us to implement your reforms via implementation higher than our mind.
Okay.
Then they do that through giving us some financial assistance, and then they make sure say they something like a corrective measures be. We'll put those measures on board for them to look at it, and then they themselves will also give us some conditionalities and sana among us. So we are at this stage because your fiscal policies be and your monetary policies be. To me, fiscal policies it involves how we control our tax revenues, how we judiciously spend them, how we allocate them to all the various sectors that they demand, and make monetary policies in SUA, and also involve how we stabilize prices, how we stabilize growth, and then and unemployment and all of that. Domestic factors are mind for financial crisis and economic crisis. And so now external factors and so COVID by through a mind degree of and affecting and sana currently the Ukraine-Russia war affecting mostly African countries because we depend largely on import from the international communities. We're depending more on imports. Whenever there are some of these global crises now, they are being affected more in terms of commodity prices, fuel, foodstuffs, and all of that.
Okay.
Because to complement what we produce locally.
Okay.
And these two things, and I do this position.
Okay.
So, like I said, IMF is going to assist us by way of giving us financial assistance. But it is coming with some conditions. The conditions, one, we are even supposed to present some reforms to them.
Oh, okay.
And then they are also going to do an overhaul of our entire economy because they know what is going on. They know what we are wasting money on. They know what we are not managing properly. And they will try, they will control all those sectors. And sana sikano almost amine. And pen be they do it a gradual process. Kano, whatever they promise to give you, finding in ample amount upfront. Sometimes they give you some whilst they are monitoring the progress for you to restore growth into your economy. And sana omodibi account. And they are very strict with doing that. A banner sana a mass system is very tight because it nyama bibri wo hon ma omu to make the embargo etoso. especially with employment into the public space. Sometimes they even have to make sure that the country devalues its currency. Sometimes they make sure that you introduce some utility, you increase some utility cost and all of that. And affect the economy. I think that until we moved from a situation like this, whereby I say electricity, so tariffs, so and all of that. These are some of the conditions that we should be expecting from this bill. Now, coming back to your question, what do we need to go? All what we need to go are efficient reforms. That is what we are supposed to present to the table in terms of our fiscal policies, in terms of our monetary policies. So we are supposed to present reforms that will stabilize the economy. And these reforms should be along the lines of our debt, our international debt, and our spending.
Okay.
Anything that is considered wastage, because Mr. Nya can say, you buy a man and yet I buy from past governments and all of that. I am spending a kayan kaka. We implement so much policies. Politically based.
Okay.
Sometimes we are just supposed to strengthen one government agenda. Me fan say public youth employment, NAPCO. Say these two policies, no, difference there. Sometimes it's just a matter of strengthening one. But say because of politics, all these things are things that cause us to waste money.
Okay.
And always we run a deficit budget year in, year out. And whenever we are dealing with a deficit budget, it means that we'll be forced to get funding and financing from international communities who are willing to help. And Amaya Baba do this position. Currently, we are around about 391 billion cedis in terms of our public debt.
Yes.
As at the first quarter of 22. IMF would be looking at, say, the then or minor to bring some of these debts down. A then or minor area to curtail some of these wastages. A then or minor area to increase revenue. We'll be forced to even introduce some taxes. We'll be forced to even increase tariffs. Because deficit at any fiscal year. Mostly I was say a fiscal baby. Say almost my assistance now, they would want us to operate or run the nation along the monies that we are generating in the country. Mostly economy a bit stiff. It affected private businesses, it affected employment, it affected normal degree. It's a pleasant situation for us as a country at all. But we delayed a lot on some of the things that we are supposed to do as a nation to move from this situation. And options now are very limited, even though experts are saying a good thing and all of that, but to see even our options now are very, very, very limited.